Hi everybody, I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. Our clients are all throughout the United States. We help them with all types of immigration applications. Work-based immigration applications, so like employment-based visas and green cards. Employment-based visas, for example, would be an H-1B or an O visa, or other types like student visas and STEM OPT, those types as well. I don't usually go into those on here because most of you guys are interested in more of the family-based options and the humanitarian cases like VAWA and U visa and T visas as well. So regardless of the type of question you have, this is a great opportunity for you to learn about immigration if you are interested. Also to ask immigration related questions. Obviously everything I can provide to you here, since we don't have an attorney-client relationship, it's going to be general information. I'll do the best I can, but if you want to talk specifically about your case, if you have specific immigration questions, I would suggest that you call our office and schedule a consultation. You can do that at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation online on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or you can do it on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. All right, I'm going to be on here for a little bit. And I can certainly, thanks for starting off your questions, and say hi guys if you haven't joined me before. If you're joining me for the first time, if you have friends that would like to join and ask some questions, this is a great opportunity to share with them. Also, as a reminder, if you don't already follow us on Facebook or on any of our social media platforms, I would suggest going and doing that so you can be notified when I'm on live. I'm usually on live a few times a week, and you'll be notified every single time I'm on if you follow us or like us on our social media platforms. So I would suggest that you do that. Our handle is Agarwal Immigration. We are streaming on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Again, that's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Share this with friends if you think that they might be interested also in asking an immigration related question, or if they have some immigration situation and just want to try to get a handle on that or learn a little bit about immigration here. Okay? If you're just getting on, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. So I'm going to be here and answer a few questions. I'll try to get to most of them, but sometimes I do not get to them. So I'm going to encourage you to like us and follow us so you can be notified and get on here right away and ask your questions so I can get to you, okay? I hope you guys are having an awesome Monday, and that you're starting off your week on the right foot. That if you have questions, if you want to schedule a consultation, an immigration consultation, that you take advantage of that. We do have spots available on Wednesday this week for a consultation. So go ahead and schedule that. You can do it directly from our Facebook page or our website, or you can call the office at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Just a heads up, we do close at 5 p.m. Eastern time, which has passed right now, but we will definitely give you a call back tomorrow if you do call and leave a message, or even if you don't, we do call back all of our missed calls. That is one of the best things about our firm. Okay? All right. So let me start off with my question of the day, which is, do I need an affidavit of support for a VAWA application? Again, that is, do I need an affidavit of support for my VAWA application? So an affidavit of support is required for many green card applications, especially family-based green card applications, but not for VAWA. So VAWA does not require proof of financial support in order for you to be able to qualify. That is a huge benefit of VAWA. So you can apply for VAWA. It's a self-petition for people that are in marriages, or they have relationships with individuals. That could be your parent, it could be your child, right? Or it could be your spouse. And they are in an abusive relationship or have experienced abuse in that relationship. Of course, that is psychological verbal, emotional abuse as well. But you do not need an affidavit of support. You don't need proof of financial stability in order to apply for and benefit from VAWA or a VAWA-based green card. Okay, call us if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, that was my question of the day. I'm trying to flip through and see what other questions there are here. Hi, Mr. Tusk, nice to see you. Hi, Masita. Hi, Chethan. Hello, Radha. All right, do I need to pay a biometrics fee for my EAD renewal? All of that is going to be on the instruction. So for C8, we don't do actually a lot of C8 category renewals, so I don't know that off the top of my head. But you do, if you're renewing in the same category, I know for C9 you do not need any additional fees. C8, I would check the instructions and see if you need to do that. I just don't know it off the top of my head because that's not something that we do super often for our clients. Okay, Radha? All right, let's see. Anderson says, can you please explain, after submitting your medical, does USCIS acknowledge what's next? So if you're doing a green card application, usually by the time we submit our medical, if the government has asked for the medical exam, usually they schedule an interview. If they've asked you to mail in the medical, that means that they're ready to approve it. So if they've asked you to mail in the medical, for the most part, we have seen that you should expect an approval very, very soon. So Andrew, congratulations. I hope that answers your question, and hopefully that means that you don't have to go to an interview and that your green card will be soon approved. Okay, call us if you have any questions. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. If you don't already follow us or like us on our social media platforms, I'm going to suggest that you do. You should follow us and like us so you can be notified when I am on live. We are streaming, or I'm streaming right now, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Again, that's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and my handle is Agarwal Immigration on all of the platforms. So the same handle on all the platforms. If you know people that would like to join us here today, please make sure to share this with them so they can also be notified and can come on with us and ask their questions or learn about immigration as well. Okay, great. All right, so what happens if I get a request for evidence in my VAWA application? So what happens if I get a request for evidence, RFE, with my VAWA application? Does that mean my application is going to be denied? No, of course not. Many immigration applications get requests for evidence. The government just wants to see something or clarify something. You can definitely respond, highlight all the positives about your case. We do this all the time for many different clients, even if they didn't hire us initially. For the VAWA application, we can review the application, prepare a response, review the RFE, ask you for any additional documents that we think will be helpful in your application, and submit that response. So getting an RFE, we've had a lot of success in terms of responding to that RFE and getting an approval shortly afterwards. So it means your application is being actively reviewed. If you can provide the evidence that the government is looking for, they're going to be ready to approve your case pretty soon after you submit your response. Okay? Call us if we can help you with your immigration applications. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Okay. It's me, Motivation says, ma'am, after marriage, when do I need to apply for paperwork? Great. So if you're married to a U.S. citizen, it's a real marriage, and you're ready to apply for your green card, you can apply right away as soon as you're married, right? As soon as you're married. Some of our clients hire us to prepare the application even before they're married. So we prepare the application before they're married. Once they are married and get us the marriage certificate, that's when we file the application. So you can file almost immediately after you are married. You don't need to wait any period of time. You just want to have strong evidence that your marriage is real and not just for immigration purposes. Okay? Hope that answers your question. Great. And if you want to call us for a consultation, guys, we do a lot of family-based applications. We can talk specifically about your case. If you're wondering what kind of evidence to include, we can definitely help you with that. We can make sure you qualify for the application that you're even submitting. Some people don't realize they have additional benefits like travel, like work authorization, like social security number that you can do along with the green card, right? So there's a lot you can apply for in many different types of applications. So just make sure that you know what your rights are, you know the type of evidence to provide so you can speed up your case as much as possible. These processing times are super long, so you want to have a strong application from the very beginning, and that's the best way to make your case go as fast as it possibly can. Okay? Call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can schedule a consultation also on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Okay, so Virgo says, what if you're applying for a VAWA but you're lacking evidence because of a controlling spouse? That's not uncommon. That's not uncommon. We file a lot of VAWA applications. It's one of our most common types of applications that we file. And sometimes you just don't have the evidence. You know why? Because abusive spouses don't want to put you on the lease. Abusive spouses don't want to put you on the bank account, right? So what we do is we explain the lack of evidence in the declaration that we prepare. So we explain the different forms of abuse, and the reason why certain documents might not exist is because of certain things, like your spouse is not willing to put you on the lease or the title for your home, right? That they don't want to put your name on the car, that they don't want to put your name on the bank account. So that's part of the abuse. You want to explain why certain documents don't exist, and you want to brainstorm and make sure that you have all of the documents that will help your case. So this is why I highly recommend working with an immigration lawyer to do a case like VAWA, because sometimes it doesn't occur to you, especially when you're in the thick of it. When you're in the thick of the abuse, you're not sure exactly what you can include, and it might deter you from actually applying for a benefit that could be life-changing for you. So call us, have a consultation with us. We do them by phone, by Zoom, and in person. We'd love to chat with you more about your VAWA case. If you want to call me, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and I help clients with all types of applications, including VAWA. If you want to schedule a consultation with us, you can do that on our Facebook page or our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. Our Facebook is Agarwal Immigration. Or, of course, call our office, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Okay. Mr. Tusk says, from your experience, how long has it taken for an I-751 to be adjudicated, especially based on cruelty, with 10 out of 10 documents to prove for a waiver? They're still taking a pretty long time. I want to say close to 2 years, Mr. Tusk. I think they are taking a pretty long time. We have some pending for a really long time, but you do have a receipt notice which automatically extends your conditional resident status, so that's really helpful. You can travel in and out, you can continue working, right? So if you have strong evidence, that's awesome. We also suggest maybe getting a psychological evaluation if you don't already have one, but it is taking still a bit of time, but just travel and work with your original 751 receipt notice. Hope that is helpful to you. Call us if we can help you with that. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Of course, you can schedule a consultation on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. All right, great. Let's see. Okay. Do I need an immigration attorney to apply for VAWA? Do I need an immigration attorney to apply for VAWA? You can prepare your application and file it as best you can, but I think to improve your chances of success, you should work with an immigration attorney. We know the requirements. You want to work with an attorney that maybe has done this before, right? We know the requirements. We prepare as strong of an application as we possibly can. We identify possible inconsistencies and dates and things like that. If you provide us documents, we're going to be doing an intake, you'll be doing a declaration with our firm. So we look and make sure that everything lines up, and if for some reason there's an inconsistency, we will talk to you about it and we'll put it in the application. We'll explain to the government what this inconsistency is and why it's that way. It could be an error in your birth date, it could be an error in the spelling of your name, or you may have gone by different names, or you go by a nickname, and there's many different ways that all your documents don't line up, right? And you might not even think of something like that to explain to the government, but when you do, it should streamline your application. It actually is a lot more clarity for the government, and you prepare as strong of an application as possible. So that alone will get you your immigration benefits faster than if you did it without an attorney, especially someone that does this all the time, right? So that's something to think about. If you want to call our firm, please do. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also go right now, if you like, on our Facebook page or on our website and schedule a consultation right now. You can do it by Zoom, by phone, or in person. Okay, so just put in your preference and we can go from there. All right. Ma'am, I came with a C1D. I need to go back to India, or can I do it from here? So if you're applying for VAWA, if you do qualify for a VAWA, you could process the entire application right here in the US. If you are not applying for a VAWA, you will need a waiver. You cannot adjust status with just a C1D, so you would need a waiver. And you could start the green card process here in the US, and then you would leave the US and process your visa abroad. But if you qualify for a VAWA, you can do the whole thing right here in the US without leaving. All right, hope that's helpful to you. Great. Okay, I've been with my husband for 1 year and 2 months, but we've been married for 2 months. Okay, can I file a VAWA? Yeah, absolutely. You can file a VAWA if you qualify. I would say call us. Let's schedule a consultation. You need a few things, right, to apply for a VAWA. You need to be married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. It has to be a real marriage, not just for immigration, so it has to be a real marriage, and you have had to live together with a certain period of time. And of course, there must be abuse in the marriage, so that abuse can take the form of verbal or mental abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse, right? So there's many ways to look at abuse. So traditionally, we think of it as physical abuse, but you don't necessarily need physical abuse for VAWA. We have seen approvals. It's very common to have VAWA approved with just mental, psychological abuse as well, okay? Call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. If you don't already follow us and like us on all of our social media platforms, I would suggest that you do that. You can follow us, Agarwal Immigration. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Again, that's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And of course, share this with others if you think they might benefit from chatting with us about immigration. If they want to hop on and see us live and talk about immigration, we can certainly do that with them as well. All right, let me see if I have other questions here that I can answer. Okay, how long after an I-130 marriage-based interview do you get a decision? We get them pretty quickly, usually a couple of weeks after the interview, right? And so that's something you want to keep in mind. We of course prepare our clients, we prepare documents for the interview, so usually any questions that the interviewer might have, we're able to anticipate and prepare the documentation and the responses that will help them make a decision. So we get responses usually a couple of weeks after the client appears for a green card interview. Do you do a T visa, and how long does it take? Yes, we do T visa applications. They're for victims of trafficking. People, the ones we do most commonly are labor trafficking cases where you've been mistreated by your employer, where you feel there's many requirements that go into a T visa, but generally if you want to think about a T visa, it's mistreatment by an employer. Okay, call us if we can help you with your T visa. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. 348-1663. Schedule a consultation online or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Where are you located? Great question. Where am I located? We are located right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. Our clients, however, are all throughout the United States and abroad. So our clients are anywhere. We can help you no matter where you are located. I'm an immigration attorney and we only work in federal immigration law. So that's anyone that wants to come to the U.S. or stay in the U.S. We help with only that type of law. So we can represent you no matter where you are. We're pretty seamless in representing clients that are not located near us. We have online portal for our documents. Many clients choose to mail documents to us or email them to us, so we can work with you no matter what your preferences are in that sense. We do video meetings like this for people that are not local, but sometimes people want to come in person. You don't have to. You never have to come in person, but if you want to come in person, you're more than welcome to. But we can do most things virtually by phone, by video conferencing, kind of like this, and of course by email if you want to send us documents that way, or of course by mail if we need to. Okay, but we list ourselves usually, depending on the type of application, we list ourselves as the mailing address. So we should get most documents will come to us, sometimes a copy to you. We'll scan everything and we share them with you within usually same business day, maybe next business day at the very latest, depending on when the mail gets here, but usually same business day. Okay? I have done my fingerprints for a U visa about 2 months ago. Great. Kareem says I had an interview in Juarez June 16th and they canceled. How soon will I get another date? You can email the embassy and try to schedule another appointment as soon as possible. If you're here in the U.S., just wait until it's confirmed. This is one of the reasons why I tell people, try to see what else you might be eligible for before you leave the country to process your green card, because it might not even be necessary. Okay? All right, I think I answered most of your questions, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me just do a quick check. Sorry, I'm not sure, Raghavan, what your question is. Do you need a PCC, a police clearance certificate? Sorry, police clearance certificate from India to apply for VAWA. Sometimes people can use it, but you don't necessarily need one for everyone, right? So if you've been living there, recently, and then you're applying for VAWA, then maybe because you don't have a lot of time here in the U.S., but most of the time our clients just use a report here in the U.S. So if you have concerns about any kind of record that you might have in India, that's something to talk about. You can call us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Just Rex says, I have a VAWA approval already. Congratulations. They asked me 2 weeks ago for my medical exam. I already sent it. That means that my interview will be waived. Yes, it looks like your green card interview might be waived, which is super exciting. They are waiving green card interviews for VAWA approval, so that's huge. Congratulations. You're looking at becoming a green card holder very soon. Call us if we can help you with your green card, guys, that might be interested. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. All right, guys, I think I answered most of your questions. I appreciate you coming on and joining me today. If you don't already follow us and like us on our social media platforms, please do so. You can do that on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Our handle is Agarwal Immigration on all the platforms. And if you join me a little bit after I started, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We're based outside of Washington, D.C., but our clients are everywhere, all throughout the United States and abroad. Look forward to seeing some of you for a consultation later this week or next week. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.